If you're anything like me, you probably see AI as being the tool that will be able to help you achieve something bigger than just implementing agents or automating small yet time consuming tasks and turning them into workflows, right? In this video, I'm going to prove to you that you are right. We can build systems that would cost thousands of dollars to execute with a third party or replace days worth of work in order to execute the task at hand when done manually. I just got done recording my most recent video. It's uploaded on YouTube right now, and I'm going to utilize it, how I process it through my content multiplier machine, which has been built with the help of AI, and document it here. What we can build outside of just building agents and replicating workflows, right? Taking large systems and replicating the entire process can be done while utilizing AI. Now, I'll go over the main reasons why I built the content multiplier machine. It's not necessarily just to put out my content and cover every inch of the internet and become worldwide famous. There are some perks to feeding the internet and the search engines more assets and more information about what you do as a business, who you serve, what you offer, your accomplishments, things of that nature, and we'll go over that briefly. But I want to dive into how it all works, what it looks like. It's not done, it's not finalized, it's kind of a work in progress. It might be a work in progress forever, right? I'm not replicating successful content pieces. As you can tell, if you're watching this right now, I'm not, worldwide famous. Nobody's waking up early in the morning looking for my stuff or staying up late at night anticipating a new video drop. But it's replicating how I would put out content, right? Through the clips on my Instagram, through blogs, and we are just going to dive right into it. Now, if you don't know who I am, my name is Shane. I'm coming to you live from the OpsGuardIQ headquarters, aka my home office. I am no multi-millionaire. I am no guru who's going to be pushing a course to you at the end of this video. I'm simply a man who has been utilizing AI, and I've been diving deep for the past 6 to 8 months, implementing processes that save me time and save me money, that cost me time and cost me money along the way because I did not have the right perspective and insights. And I want to share how I've developed a better understanding of what processes to go with when utilizing AI to help you avoid those same mistakes. I help businesses connect with their target audience, their actual target audience, and I allow their target audience or help the business implement methods and processes that allow their target audience to feel more reassured and welcomed when going with that business, right? Sometimes it's a difficult decision to make when we are taking on a new service with a business we've never interacted with, right? Especially if we're going through the pain of change, right? We have that pain of staying the same, just sitting in the corner in the back of our minds that we can just stay completely the same versus going through with the service at hand. And that's what I help put into place. So we're going to dive into it. We're going to start off. I'm just going to show you the coolest part about this machine, this multiplier machine. I call it a multiplier machine because one long form video goes in and many different assets come out of it. I also have a couple of other services in here that vary away from the long form and create their own pieces of content that I upload frequently. But the coolest part is the scheduler, the publisher that auto publishes when I want a clip to be published at a certain date and time. So I'm going to show you what it looks like, the actual hub of it, right? It shows, oh, this one failed. I'll have to look into this one. There might be some type of issue with that, but it's awesome, right? It shows when it worked, when it's scheduled, and when it failed. That's the best part, when we know when things failed. So, for example, just click on one of these pieces, these IDs, content IDs, and it'll load in the Instagram showing that it published through that piece. Stop asking how AI cuts head count. That's from 2 videos ago. Um, and it goes over the epoch framework. So it's pretty cool. This is how I have my multiplier machine building carousels. I've been thinking today about rearranging or taking a different approach. So we'll see moving forward. There hasn't been much success with this approach. So yeah, we'll be diving into a new approach in the future with that. But this is what it looks like. It auto publishes based on the transcription of the video to my Instagram. It can publish to YouTube as well. I'm working on getting it with LinkedIn. Don't really use LinkedIn. Um, Not a big fan of it. Haven't really found any necessity of it, but it's cool to cover your bases, right? So that's what it looks like. It's the auto publisher, the scheduler. This is the again the kind of the hub of it, showing me what worked, what didn't work, what's scheduled, and things of that nature. In here, we just pick the most recent video and then send it through. I have my video I recorded yesterday loaded up there, already done, and I stopped from finalizing this whole process to showcase what you can build with AI outside of agents and just replicating small workflows. So, next, I want to share how I create and generate blogs through the videos at hand, right? So, we take a YouTube URL. Do I need computer skills to use AI? That's the most recent one. As you can see, not getting a lot of traction at this moment, at the time of this recording, but that's okay. I'm documenting the process, seeing how everything will look in the future when I take a step back and look in a year at the progress being made. Just want to copy the URL, and I will dive into why I'm generating blogs. Not everybody in the world are reading blogs, but it's beneficial to communicate with the search engines by feeding it asset after asset after asset what you are doing as a business owner, right? There are many different options out there for clients, consumers, customers to go with, no matter what business you're in. And if you're not talking to the algorithm that you are active, you are working, you are putting value out into the world, those other options, those alternative options can take the forefront of search requests and queries instead of the algorithm showing you. But when we are able to feed the algorithm that, hey, I am doing stuff, they will you will increase the likelihood of being chosen to show to people who are searching for whatever field you are in. As you can see, there are this is essentially a it's almost like an agent. It works just as an agent does, right? There are rules and there are prompts and there's triggers in the back end configuration of this. There are fields that I can input different things, pick different layouts, and all types of things, custom CTAs, go over key points that I want to make, data points, reference links to show some authority to what I'm actually saying, right? And post it into the blog itself. I'm just going to do a quick generation of it, and it goes off of everything that I say, which is pretty cool. It doesn't just make up random thoughts and ideas. But the back end of it is built as if it's an agent, but it has its own endpoint, and it's very deterministic. It's a service. I like to call it a service because it does one thing time and time again. We don't talk back and forth with it. We just get the job done, and it works reliably, right? Publish. It publishes to my blog feed, and the cool part is it also auto publishes to my website. So if somebody is just checking out the website, the home site, and they are thinking, well, maybe this business isn't the one to go with, they have a little bit more information, right? They could see some blogs, they could see I'm posting on YouTube, and it auto publishes, as you can see, how I actually build with AI without wiping a database. It's a common concern, right? There are reports of databases being cleared and internal servers being wiped simply because the control aspect is not being taken into consideration when implementing AI. Now, that's about it for the actual what I want to share. This is going to be a quick video, again, like I mentioned, but we are able to do many things outside of the scope rather than just building AI agents. We can take our wildest systems, softwares, whatever the case may be, and build it. Just to be completely transparent for anybody that's watching, this is not an accessible URL. You can type it in, but it is blocked by login credentials. It's not a platform to be used, just in case anybody wants to go out there and look it up, use it for themselves. The technical backend configurations are all set to my brand, what I want, how I want the clips to be generated, how I want everything to be generated. It's all based on my personal desires, right? There's no really I guess iterations on it. You can't really just make iterations on it. You can't put your own spin on anything here. It's all built around my social media accounts and things of that nature. So had to go through some intense compliance and approvals and verifications through Meta and YouTube to be able to use their APIs that allow auto publishing and scheduling. And the greatest thing is I had AI to help me find the best and most efficient approach in doing so to get all this set up. So, yeah, this is essentially what is possible with AI instead of thinking inside of the box of just building agents and replicating small manual workflows, even large workflows, right? We can take whole systems, bring it all in house, and save some time and some money. So, yeah, this is pretty cool. This is how I keep my pieces, or I'm working towards keeping my content pieces away from sounding AI, right? It's all based on my exact the words that I say, which may not always be the greatest, right? But the video is uploaded through this service right here. It's transcribed at the very beginning. I'm working on cutting out silence points and where I say the word I've noticed I'm saying the word or too frequently. It's not very attractive or appealing. It's not very professional. I'm working on not using it, period. But for the time being, as I'm still struggling with that, I'm going to just cut it out completely and edit it out as many other content creators do, right? Because we're human. The and the ums are just human words as we're reaching for what we want to say, right? So that's coming up. I might even be able to accomplish that by the time this video is uploaded and I can test it on this video. That's the main goal. But if it's not achieved within a desired time frame, I'll probably just upload this video just to share the value and hopefully spark somebody's idea or an idea in their brain to go outside of the box and build some big things that can be done. If you need any advice, tactical opinions, or guidance, comment down below. We'll get in contact with each other and we can work something out. That's all I got. Stay tuned. We'll be moving forward with more information and more videos that may be able to help your business grow utilizing AI or utilizing closed loop attribution. If you're running ads, I work on closed loop attribution software as a service. It's called Form Lock Track. It automates the process of offline uploads and custom conversion events so we can train the ad platforms who we're actually closing, right? Who we're actually working with instead of just firing from the initial fill a form event and training the ad platforms on who's filling out the forms. So, yeah, there's another that may be cut out or left in depending on how I can achieve this next part of the build. Maybe I can document a part of the build and what goes into that build to share it here. That would be a pretty cool piece to share as well. That's all I got. Stay tuned again for what's coming forward. Hopefully this provided some type of value to you, at least creatively, right? What you can do with AI instead of sticking in the, what's popular, right? Take it a little outside of the box. Get some big things done. Again, for the third or fourth time. That's all I got. I'm signing off, pressing the end button, and we will see each other again.